Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. My name is Nick Santiago. Today is August 27, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to start with the S&P 500 E-mini futures, and you're going to see that the futures are trading basically flat on the session, right around the 1998.5 level per contract. We'll see how this shakes out today. One thing I am noticing right off the top here is that the dollar yen is weaker finally to start the day. So dollar yen, which has been a powerhouse, you could see has started to sell off. This is what gives the liquidity to the S&P 500. So when the dollar yen moves higher, that carry trade also carries the S&P higher because all the leverage profits go right into the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the Russell 2000, and also the NASDAQ composite. However, when this carry trade goes south, dollar yen moves lower. There's no money to put into the S&P 500 futures contract. So again, dollar yen a little bit on the weaker side today. We'll see if that can find some stability or if that does trade lower. If that trades lower, expect the markets to trade lower. The one saving grace we do have here for the S&P and the overall stock market today is that the volume has been very, very light once we get past the first couple of hours. So we'll see if the light volume can keep the markets buoyant again. But that's something that each and everybody should understand. Light volume does help to favor the upside in the market. All right, there's a lot of stocks out here. Let's go right into some of these charts here. SWHC is the first one I'm looking at. This is Smith & Wesson. Stock is getting hit. It closed at $13.10. It's now trading at $11.70. After hours yesterday, it almost got down to $10.50. So that level can still be hit. A level I have on the radar for you today, if it does get down there, and this is a big if, $9.78. Smith & Wesson gets there, you can look for a bounce at that level. So again, $9.78 is really the only level I'm seeing. If the stock moves back up, so be it. It moves back up. We'll watch a pattern once the opening bell rings. In sympathy to Smith & Wesson, RGR, which is Ruger, Strum Ruger Company, this is getting hit a little bit as well. It traded yesterday, it closed, I should say, at $51, but that had a nice bearish pattern on the daily chart. It's now trading at $48.77. I will say this, the stock still has a fair amount of support at $48. If $48 breaks, then you're going to have to look all the way down at $43.30, but I'm not expecting that to play out right now, but 48 should hold at least temporarily today for Ruger. Let's take a look at Express, EXPR. All right, now Express came out with earnings. Stock is trading higher. It is trading at $16.24. It closed at $14.59. I do have a resistance level here at $17. Make it easy. $17 if it gets up there. That's a level where this thing probably pulls back. So again, watch the $17 area. It might be $16.98, give or take a couple pennies, but right around $17, that's where Express should run out of steam, and we'll see how that plays out. Let's take a look at SDRL, which is Seadrill Limited. Seadrill had earnings. Stock sold off. I think they have a conference call scheduled for 12 o'clock today, if I saw that, if my eyes remember that correctly. All in all, stock is down decently, but it has been rebounding back up. If the stock sells off, you're going to the only level I'm really seeing today is $34 and maybe 15 cents, $34 even number. There will be support there for the stock. Other than that, I don't see a lot here, so be very, very careful with Seadrill today. But the $34 level, I do think you find a little bit of intraday support there for a scalp bounce. Remember, all levels given in this video are scalp plays. A scalp is nothing more than a quick day trade lasting between 10 and 30 minutes. Let's take a look at Tiffany's & Company. Tiffany's reported earnings. The stock yesterday closed at $100.77. It's now trading at $104.30. Believe it or not, I don't see a lot of upside in Tiffany's here, so be very, very careful with this name. I know it's up. I know it's showing strength this morning, and it is I believe it's a new all-time high as well. So, yes, it is. So be a little bit careful with it. I don't have a great shorting level for you right now, but one thing I will say is I would not be a buyer of Tiffany's here. If you own it, trail the stop loss. You do not want to jump on board this one right now. Let's take a look at Michael's Stores. Now, this company just debuted its IPO in June this year, 2014. So the stock now is trading at around $17. I see a lot of resistance around 1720. So my read on this one may not be the greatest because we don't have a lot of economic data to go off of in the past. I'm a chartist, but right now I am seeing resistance around 1720 for Michaels. So be a little bit careful there. If you own it, trail the stop loss. Take a look at TiVo. TiVo reported earnings. Stock right now is trading at $13.60. It closed at $13.90. My support level for TiVo, $13. So if the stock gets down to 13, there'll be some support there. 200-day moving average on the daily chart is also right around the 1275 level, so there'll be more support there. But $13 is my first level for TiVo. Let's take a look at Aruba Networks. ARUN is the ticker symbol here. Aruba Networks trading at around 2185. Great little move higher, but guess what? There should be a ton of resistance up here. So be very, very careful with Aruba Networks. A level I like on the short side, if the stock did get up there, would be $23.18. But I'm not sure we're going to see that today. Right now the stock is trading at $21.85, but it is already overbought. So be a little bit careful. If you own a run, you can look to just trail the stop loss. If you want to short it, wait for $23.18. I think that will be a decent level on the charts. I want to talk about gold this morning. Gold right now is trading up about 90 cents. So let's go over to the GLD. Right now gold futures are trading at around $1,286.20 an ounce. Let's go to the GLD and see how that's reacting. You see the GLD trading at $123.65. So a decent little uptick there for GLD. I think gold is still in that consolidation pattern all in all. So again, decent little uptick here, but nothing all that dramatic. But let gold shake out a little bit, and it looks like it could be setting up to go higher in the future, but I'm not sure how much you're going to see out of it today. Remember, when the dollar yen goes lower, usually gold will go lower. If the US dollar index moves lower, usually gold will go higher. Excuse me, I said when the US dollar versus the Japanese yen goes lower, gold will generally trade higher. So just keep that on watch. We'll see how that plays out today. Oil futures right now are trading higher by 25 cents. Light sweet crude at $94.11 a barrel. There's the October contract. If we take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for trading light sweet crude, you're going to see here, this is trading around $35.13. It closed at $34.03. I don't see anything great for oil right now. I'd still be a little bit careful with it. Maybe it holds up going into the Labor Day holiday, but I just don't see anything all that spectacular that makes me even want to own it at this stage of the game. A level for the USO that I have today, if it did sell off, would be $33.91. So that's a level I'd look to play a scalp bounce. No other levels really are appealing to me at the moment unless pattern presents itself. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm thinking. Overall, I want to wish everybody a great trading day. We'll see where this market goes. Again, futures are now lower by 50 cents. And remember, keep that dollar yen on watch. Dollar yen goes lower, futures generally go lower as well. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.